Hello, good morning. My name is Yerly. I'm with my classmate Lady and Jaron Gomez, and today we're going to introduce you 10 in this video on the subjects of to do physical response. What is Turo's physical response? Turo's physical response is a language teaching method based on the coordination between speech and actions, seeking to teach language through physical activity. In Turo's physical response, teacher gives instruction in the language, begin learns, and student responds by performing action with their bodies. The approach accepted among beginners and younger learners. Turo's physical response was created by Dr. James Asher. The origin of Turo's physical response was based on Dr. Asher's observation of young children where they were learning their native language. Non-existent patient interaction of the consisting on speech followed by physical response from the child. The idea of Turo's physical response was born. For example, in an English class using the Turo's physical response approach, the teacher might say, stand up. Students would rise from their seat in response to the instruction. Then, the teacher might say, go to the door. This type of interaction between verbal instruction and physical action helps reinforce language comprehension and improve the retention of vocabulary and grammatical instruction.
Well, for beginning, let's start continue the concept I want to talking about. The approach is basically the theology of language. In fact, linguistic theology posits that grammatical structure and a wide range of vocabulary in the target language can be acquired through the teacher's extensive use of the imperative and also within the total physical response or abbreviated TPR approach. The verb is considered a central element around which both language use and language learning are organized. In fact, autology, according to Asher, learners have the ability to develop a detailed cognitive map and understand the grammatical structure of a language without resorting to abstraction. The second concept that will be the origin of learning. In the case, Asher gives three learning hypotheses. The first, the BO program, in which method natural is any more common. The first and second language learning are considered to be parallel process. Asher sees three central process. Children first listen before they speak. Listening comprehension develops by responding to spoken commands, and the last on the basis of listening comprehension in established speech involves naturally and effortlessly. The next concept, brain lateralization, in which Asher believes that TPR targets learning on the right side of the brain, unlike most methods of teaching and second language that focus on the left side. In according to Asher, they suggest a brain division by function and with language activated primarily in the right hemisphere. And the last concept, reduction of stress, in which successful learning is achieved in the abstraction of stress, allowing the students to concentrate all his or her energy on learning, and by focusing on the meaning interpreted through moving the learner from a stressful and finding situation. Is depending the person, that method or activities he want use it, and is also.
We continue with the design. The design has two objectives, some general and others specific. The overall goal is to focus on oral development and early age, while the specific objectives are to teach skills so that students are able to communicate fluently.
The syllabus is based on classroom exercise focusing on sentence with the grammatical and lexical criteria to select didactic elements adapted to the situation. Is depending that the person which is used more less. It's very important for understand, yeah, so to improve the language.
The role of learner in this case is based on the listener and interpreter, also the one who follows the instructions and orders, and so evaluate his own process.
The role of the teacher. The role of the teacher is active and durant. It decides what to teach, models and present new materials for good teaching and provides opportunities for student learners.
Now I am going to talk about the role of materials. In this case, Hasher did not consider materials for beginners necessary, since he considered that the voice and actions were sufficient. However, as the course progressed, materials such as photos, objects, and slides need to be collected. After this, the procedure that is going to be carried out in classes is important, like the one developed by Hasher, who was reviewed, give new command, and introduce new words that were used in different sentences. For example, the verb brush, and in sentence, brush your teeth, brush your table. Another example with verb and sentence is wash, wash your face, wash your hands. Finally, to conclude, total physical response highlights the importance of understanding and reduce stress in the successful process of learning a language. Besides, many experts consider it beneficial when used in combination with other strategies and approaches. That's all. Thank you.
Change your scenery to be treated equally. Guess it's a small step for the world, a giant